Welcome back to the Team to Be Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. The Miami Heat last night survived an absolute dogfight at the Kaseya Center, thankfully beating the New York Knicks 115 to 113 in one of the wildest finishes of the season. No Bam Adebayo again. Tyler Hero has still not made his debut, even though he's been practicing. The Knicks were also missing Jalen Brunson once again and OG Anunoby. So these were two banged up squads still playing playoff level basketball in November. And the Miami Heat snapped their 2-game losing streak and were able to bounce back, beating the Knicks after losing to them in a tough loss. And they're now 8-6, and they found a way to win the game. And it was a huge relief because I thought the Heat were going to blow it. So we're going to break it all down in this episode. And so this game last night was chaos from the jump. The first half was basically a boxing match, very defensive. The Heat only scored 25 points in that first quarter. The Knicks only scored 20. These are two of the top scoring points per game teams in the NBA. The Miami are number 1. The Knicks were number 5. And so this was a tough fought game, slow start. Miles McBride looked like he was going to be the random Miami Heat scrub killer. And he was essentially, but thankfully it was in a loss. And there was a ton of lead changes in that first half. There's 5 ties, 7 lead changes. The Heat were up by 4 going into half, 55 to 51. So low scoring game. And in the third quarter, it was back and forth once again. There was 4 more lead changes. And the Miami Heat were able to hold on to a small lead going into the fourth quarter, up 1, 83 to 82. And then the fourth quarter was just all over the place. And it just turned into madness, like a traditional Miami Heat versus New York Knicks battle, just like the battles back in the 90s and the 2000s. And it was rough, like just torture. This Miami Heat team is torture. I just want this Miami Heat team to blow out teams so I can relax and watch in peace. I don't like it when my teams are in dogfights. I like it when other teams are in dogfights, when there's no emotional investment in the game. I'd rather just see my team dominate. That's more fun for me, especially now, the older I get. But in the fourth quarter, though, 10 lead changes in the first 6 minutes alone. Nobody could get separation. It was just back and forth. Every single possession felt like game 7 energy. And with 6 minutes or so left in the fourth quarter, Knicks took a 1-point lead. And the Miami Heat then responded with their best run of the night, which was great, a 14-3 burst that put them up by 10 with 3 minutes left. So finally felt kind of comfortable, but knowing this Miami Heat team of the past, this is a different team, obviously, but in the past, no lead was safe. No double-digit lead was safe with the Miami Heat unless you're up by like 30. And so 3 minutes, plenty of time left in an NBA game, especially a New York Knicks team that is one of the best three-point shooting teams. They take the most shots. They make the most shots. They're the most efficient as well. And so the Knicks never go away, and they didn't go away. The New York Knicks came back in a huge way, and they went on an 11-2 run themselves, cutting the lead down to 1 with 22 seconds left. So Karl-Anthony Towns hit a huge 3 off of what? An offensive rebound after a Miles McBride missed a jump shot in the mid-range. Josh Hart, the best rebounding 2-guard in the NBA, over 2 Miami Heat defenders, somehow corralled the offensive rebound, kicked it out to Cat, and of course, Cat was 0 for 6 from 3 at that point and hits a 3, nothing but net, to put the Knicks within 1. So he was 1 for 7 last night. And it's just like clockwork. Anytime a team gets an offensive rebound, they kick it out to the first 3-point shooter, they shoot that, it's always nothing but net. It seems like it's like 90% of the time those types of shots go in. So after that, this is where things get wild. So in the end, the Miami Heat are up by 2 after Davion Mitchell gets fouled. He hits 1 of 2 at the free throw line, which is not ideal. And the Knicks get the ball with 21 seconds left, down by 2. So Karl-Anthony Towns drives, puts up a 5-foot shot, and then they call goaltending on Kel'el Ware, which was complete BS. This Miami Heat team, they've been getting some horrible calls, and I think that's just the way the refs have been reffing the game. It's not just against the Miami Heat. The refs have dictated outcomes too much in the NBA, and it's so freaking annoying. And thank God Spo's been using his challenges way more often this season because he challenged it. We've been having to challenge so many BS calls in the last few games. Kel'el Ware came up with a great block while the ball was still going up, and basically because of that call, no one had possession. They did a jump ball. So the refs overturned it. Thankfully, it was a clean block, obviously, and that was huge for the Miami Heat. So they took off 2 points off the board. And again, they did a jump ball. The Knicks win the tip. I think Karl Anthony Towns stole it. He jumped way too early and hit the ball before it was at its apex. He jumped with Kel'el Ware, and the Knicks win the tip. Miles McBride gets the ball. He misses a floater. Towns then grabs the rebound, of course, because of course they're going to get more than one opportunity to tie the game, and the Miami Heat can't rebound for shit ever. He grabs the board. He misses again. Then Towns, what does he do again? He grabs another offensive rebound, and he's on the baseline, maybe 8 footer, 10 feet away from the basket, and he shoots one more shot. Kel'el Ware contests it, puts his hands up, does his best effort to contest it, misses it again, thankfully, rolls off, and another player tips the ball in the air, but then Davion Mitchell finally secures the rebound as the buzzer sounds. The Miami Heat survive and win a huge game. So I am happy that the Miami Heat found a way to win because in the past, they would always find ways to lose these types of games. So kudos to the Miami Heat. Thank God they won this game. They needed to win this game desperately. And hopefully Bam Adebayo can come back because we desperately need Bam as a rebounder, as a defensive anchor, as another guy who could score. We desperately need Tyler Hero, someone who's a three-level scorer and former All-Star, um, someone who could shoot the three ball, like who's going to help us shoot even better. Like I'm excited to see both of them come back, but we desperately need Bam more than Tyler. No offense to Tyler, but Bam is our best two-way player. But nonetheless, great win for the Miami Heat. Let's look at the box score real quick and talk about some of the players. Um, Norman Powell led the way, of course, again on an off night for him, scoring only 19 points on 9 of 20 shooting, not efficient. He was 0 for 3, didn't hit a single three, stayed aggressive though, lived in the paint, kept the Miami Heat afloat while the offense stalled. Had, I think, 8 points in the fourth quarter, had some big points in that fourth quarter. So huge game for Norman Powell, even though it was an off night for his standards. But he still played well enough, which I appreciated. Davion Mitchell, one of the players of the game, 18 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Did have 3 turnovers, not great, but still overall was huge in that fourth quarter. He got to the cup so many times, had 3 left-hand layups in traffic in that fourth quarter alone. He kept us afloat. He kept us in that fourth quarter. He was huge. He attacked the rim, like I said. He had tough shots. He organized the offense, and he secured the game-winning rebound. Played tough defense all night long. Davion Mitchell, I'm so happy that we signed him to that contract. He is one of my favorite Heat players, and he's turning into a reliable closer and clutch player for this Miami Heat. Player of the game, in my opinion, has to go to Kel'el Ware. Huge game for the 21-year-old who's been in and out of the doghouse. Like this guy is growing and developing. We see why he has all the talent and why Spo and the coaching staff does get upset when he doesn't have the motor. And you could see though, like when this guy is engaged, when this guy is playing with tenacity, he is amazing for a 21-year-old. Like he is going to be a solid player, and I'm excited to see him continue down this path. I just hope it can stay consistent. But this was the night Kel'el Ware arrived. 5th straight double-digit rebound game for Kel'el Ware. 4th straight double-double with Bam Adebayo out. Dominant from the jump. Was just active, engaged on the offensive glass. Got 6.6 rebounds in the first 6 minutes of the game. And that is the type of aggressiveness we need from him from the jump. And the biggest defensive play of the game, getting more blocks, 3 blocks again. Like he has been crushing it. 16 points, 14 boards, 1 assist, 7 for 9 from the field. Look at that efficiency. 1 for 1 from 3, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. 3 blocks, 1 steal, 0 turnovers, +8. The biggest plus minus of the team. The best plus minus, I mean. Huge game for Kel'el Ware, man. I'm freaking hyped for him. He's going in the right direction. Huge. His confidence is exploding. He legit went toe to toe with Karl Anthony Towns. Didn't blink. He is someone to look out for. Great game by him. Simone Fontecchio, God, I love this guy. What a great addition for the Miami Heat. Trading Duncan Robinson away in his big contract, getting Simone Fontecchio on a cheaper contract. 14 points, 4 of 7 from three. He has been amazing off of the bench. He has been efficient, had 4 rebounds to go with 3 assists as well. 5 for 11 from the field, 2 steals, no turnovers. He has been a breath of fresh air off of this bench. He's been one of the reasons, outside of Jaime Jaquez, why this Miami Heat team has been a top bench scoring unit in the NBA, which has helped contribute us to stay afloat while our 2 best players have been out. Bam Adebayo is coming back hopefully soon, and Tyler Hero maybe next week or by the end of November. We'll have him back in the lineup. We're going to be even deeper, which is going to be insane. Jaime Jaquez continues to play solid. Not the biggest night for Jaime, but still 13 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 5 for 11 from the field, 1 for 2 from three, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He did have 5 turnovers, which is not great, but still contributed to winning. Jaime's been great. Solid game for him. And if he can score 13, 15 points on off nights, that's great for him. So he's been averaging about 17 and a half points, 7 rebounds. So not the greatest game for Jaime Jaquez, but he's still smart. He's still steady. He's physical. He does clutch things. He never forces anything. He's the heart and glue of this team right now, especially off of the bench. So kudos to him. Pelle Larsson continues to play well, which I love. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 for 9 from the field, 2 for 4 from three, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 2 steals. 2 turnovers, excuse me. He's been solid, man. He's been tough, obviously. He's been aggressive when he drives to the basket. He plays smart defense. He's not fouling as much, which is good. There's some big time playmaking in there now. He's been hitting big threes. He's a huge energy spark. I think he's great. I've enjoyed watching him play as a starter with this Miami Heat roster. He's been great. Drew Smith, solid game as well. 11 points, 3 of 4 from deep. That's all we can ask for. Hit your threes, play your D. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, efficient, 3 for 5 from the field, 3 for 4 from three, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 steal. He is all over the place. When he hits the shots, Miami's offense changes completely, especially off the bench. He gave them exactly what they needed off the bench, 3-point scoring and defense. He has been fun to watch. Niko Jovic, still continuing not to play great. 5 points, 2 for 7 for shooting from the field, 1 for 4 from three. Didn't do anything else. Just his minutes have been going down. His rotation minutes are going to go down once Tyler comes back, I believe, and when Bam comes back. His cold stretches are continuing. Under 5 points per game and shooting just 26% from the floor in the last 4 games. That is bad. He has to find his rhythm soon. And he's young. He's also only 22. But if you're not going to play well, if you're not going to hit shots, you're going to go down the rotation. You're going to be the 10th, the 11th guy off the bench, especially when we get reinforcements. So I'm not giving up on Niko, but that contract's not looking good right now. But it's only been 12 games or 14 games in the season. He has time, but he's just showing to be a basic role player where you're going to have 4 bad games, then you're going to have a couple good, and then you're going to have a mediocre, then you're going to have a great game, and then another great game, and then a bad game. He's the definition of a role player right now. Simone Fontecchio is the definition of a good role player. Jaime Jaquez right now is the definition of a great role player. Drew Smith, definition of a solid role player. Niko is just a role player who's on a bad stretch. So don't want to throw him under the bus because I like him, but still, he needs to step up. Key takeaways from the game. This was the Miami Heat's best team win of the season. We had 7 guys in double figures. You're missing Bam. You're missing Hero. And you're still winning games. That's huge. They found a way to win a game. The rebounding wasn't a nightmare. The Miami Heat's been bottom 2 in defensive rebounding without Bam. Last night, only 11 Knicks offensive rebounds. So that's more manageable. The Miami Heat actually won second chance points, 21-15. Ware was a monster on the glass, 14 rebounds. So it's still an issue, but it was a step forward, which is good. Miami, they solved the Knicks zone late. They were throwing the zone, daring players like Jaime to shoot the 3-ball, daring Pelle Larsson, Drew Smith to shoot the 3-ball. They tried to slow the Heat down. It worked at times, but it did not. In the fourth quarter, the Miami Heat scored 22 paint points. They are one of the best paint scoring teams in the NBA. Jaime Jaquez is one of the best paint scorers in the NBA, and getting to the cup, he's one of the best in the league. So they attacked those zone sets early on when they weren't really set. They attacked the gaps. They hit their three balls. They executed very well. Spo coached very well in this game. His rotations were good. His matchups, his play calling, Spo helped earn this win and had trust in Ware, obviously, in the fourth quarter, which was huge. So the Heat closed the tight game. They won a clutch game. They've blown late leads in the past, especially even this season as well. But this helps you build confidence. Player of the game, again, definitely Kel'el Ware. With the blocks, the steals, the rebounds, the points in the paint, he changed the game. He was amazing. So anyway, that's all I have for this episode. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.